Hello everybody, I've just finished sanitizing a whole lot of bottles for the rest of the Canadian Draught. Oh, if you'll excuse me. I'll just put this away. So we have our bottles sanitized and we'll take a brief break and we'll sanitize the rest of our equipment and show you how to bottle a beer. You're going to sanitize your bucket. This is where we're going to prime the beer. 3 or 4 good rinses. Don't want that sanitizer in your beer, it'll kill it. Oh, if you'll excuse me, I'll just put this away. So I've sterilized all the equipment, sterilized the bucket. This is where we're going to prime. Here's our beer. It's been sitting in the secondary fermenter for 3 weeks, which is not too long, not too short, who knows. Entirely optional. So what we'll do here is take, this is just water, and to get this going, we'll fill it up. Drink a healthy portion of it so there's no bubbles at all. Put that back on the floor. Take your racking tube, stick it down into your secondary. Pick the bottom is fine, but you know you've got a lot of sediment down the bottom there. And this will be right ready to go. Now that's mostly water, so you let that back into your cup. Don't drink that again. You start to see beer, plug her up, down into your priming bucket. Now, come have a look here. Now what we'll do while you watch that, you want to get yourself a 1 cup measuring cup, this one there, and then we have a bag of dextrose corn sugar. Now this is what we're going to prime with. Some people, and myself included, does it the old-fashioned way, where you'll take a teaspoon or so of priming sugar in each bottle before you fill them. But that is way too much work. So what we'll do is we'll take a 1.5 cups, if I have it, and prime this right in the bucket. The only extra step involved with this is that you have to wash out of another bucket. I'd rather wash a bucket than fill 50-some bottles of beer with a measured amount of sugar. So we'll just pour this right in. It'll be a little cakey at first. That's a cup. And then we really don't care how much goes in the 1/2 cup. That looks like a little more than a 1/2 cup to me. It's going to be a good strong beer. This also carbonates when it's in the bottle, the sugar. That's the first step. So as we let this fill, just give her a stir. I can taste the sugar because it's a powder and it's in the air. I have some on my lips. It's very sweet. It looks a little cloudy now, but by the time all 23 liters gets poured down into this bucket, we'll be ready to set this up, get it going again, and fill each bottle. We'll be right back. We're right down to the bottom of the secondary fermenter, and if you'll have a look down inside through the top, I don't know if you'll see it on the camera, but the sediment is a hardened puck on the bottom, as it's been in here for 3 weeks. I don't know if that means anything to you guys, but to me it means there'll be a lot less sediment in the beer. Might even be able to drink out of the bottle. Who knows? Now here you want to be careful to make sure you don't lose your suction, because you're not going to get started again. We're getting close. That's it. I have to go wash the tube so we can bottle the beer. Stir that sugar in. Oh, excuse me, I'll just skip this out of the way. There's no need to sanitize at this stage. We've already done that. Just want to run a little water through there. Now here we have a very special and important attachment. Excuse me, Magic, I'll show her. We get a close up on this. Put that on the end there. What this does is has a little button on that. So when we fill that up with beer, it only comes out when you press it at the bottom of the bottle. First, get some water. Now for that step, some people use something you call a wine thief, where you steal some wine out of the bucket without wrapping your dirty lips on it. I don't bother with that crap. So anyone knows if they want to try it on beers, we've got a little bit of me in every bottle. Now all you do is take this, stick it into your bottle, press it to the bottom, the beer comes out. We're coming on to the end of the bucket. Filling each bottle one by one. We filled all these. And you want to get right down to the bottom because there's no sediment at all because you started off with the sugar, fine sugar. And you fill this back, take what you can. You always want to make sure you sterilize a couple more bottles than you think you're going to need. So it's time to cap. And then once all your bottles are full, you line them up and get them around you. You have these nice little crown caps, like a beer cap, standard. This is a capper. That's for busting a cap. So you set the height for the bottles. We have a few different heights of bottles. And now these little fellas here are set for the height. Set your cap on top like that. You can feel it sitting on there pretty good. Get it all lined up. Get a good grip of the bottle, tend to slide away on you. Push down. There's your cap, and then you want to give 2 swishes. Get it all shaken up with the primer sugar. You grab your next, so I'll show you a few so you get a good idea how it's done. A little tedious, one after the other. It's the beer factory. Come for a nice close up here. I'll show you what it looks like right down in the action. There's a little hole there. There we have it. Cap and ready. These bottles themselves are pop tops. So you won't be able to twist those off, but if you do this on a standard beer bottle, I'll show you a standard bottle here. These caps on one of these bad boys will twist right off if you're willing to put enough crank into it. Here's the last one in this case. Now I'll show you when a complication might arise. You have a couple of propeller bottles sitting around. That's just not going to do. Pull that out. Arbitrarily pick a height. That looks like it'll be right to me. Looks a little different on top, but it shouldn't make any difference at all. There we go. 650 milliliters of pure goodness. Another one of them for goodness. I'd like to share one of these with a friend. Here, I got the same problem. Pick Rune's bottle. Nothing to do. Go down one more. That might work. Cross your fingers. There we have it. We have another one of those. Label's been washed off this one. I don't recommend trying to wash the label off pepperoni bottles though. This took all day. Now what always happens is you've got 2 bottles left. You run through your first bag and you have to open another. I like clear bottles so you can see how your brew looks. Again, a different height. Oh. Just trial and error. A little dangerous. One last and we're done. This is a tough one. There we go. Last ball. Good shake. And there we have it, folks. We've got 2 cases. And assortment. There's your batch of beer. We give you a nice look here. Put it in a mixer bottle. Clear. As clear as we'll get before it's done. That's the sugar floating around. It should clear right up. 2 to 3 weeks. Crack one of these open. See what it tastes like. There you have it. Canadian Draught. Best of luck to you.